I've tried it for 20, 30 days, and I'm seeing no results. And what I'm seeing is a lot of the customer service teams, which usually have, I'm not saying this is good or bad, I'm just saying they usually have the customer service outsourced to freelancers that are not properly trained, that don't know the brands super deeply. So what they do is they just
They don't know the
respond.
language.
They don't know the language. Like you can very clearly tell when this type of customer service, when you're dealing with this type of customer service. And usually what they would say is, oh, I can issue a refund. And they just automatically issue a refund and say, sorry, that blah, blah, and you forget about it. Whereas, in my opinion, the modern and the way that all brands should be handling customer service is, okay, my objective is not to close this ticket. My objective is not to make this customer instantly satisfied. My objective is to dive deeper and engage in the customer as if we were friends, as if I was actually trying to understand what issue they're having and how we as a brand can help them. So in this example, you might be like, hey, what specific symptoms were you trying to improve? And they might say, yeah, I have hypothyroidismus, which is basically you're producing less hormone. Oh, that gives you information. You should actually try this other product, which, the product you chose is not the right one. I'll send you a sample for free so that you can try it out.
That's so cool. So you think that if you get customer support open ticket, you can use that to for a marketing purpose only also?
I mean, that's, for me, customer service should be very marketing-like in the sense of not overselling, but using the same things that you would use to sell for customer service. In this case, you're cross-selling, but you're not actually selling them. You might just give it for them for free because you're trying to fidelize that customer and you're trying to turn a negative experience into a positive one. So that's a kind of like the number one error that I'm seeing, is that all of them are response machines. They're not properly trained. They're not taking good care of each interaction, whether that's because they have too many tickets, they're not properly trained, they don't have good enough systems. This is the number one problem. And then the second one is they're not making customer service productive. And what does this mean? This means that, one, they're not being proactive in customer service, they're just being reactive. So I only react when someone messages me directly and then I respond. Whereas in Amazon, a lot of people don't know, but you can actually reach out to every single negative review that you get and try to offer them support and try to solve the issue. And hopefully that will make it so that they edit the review. And the other is, you have all this data, you have all the customer interaction that you have all the negative reviews, positive ones, and you have all the returns, and you're not being proactive in trying to use that data to, one, improve any product listing process that you may have, and two, prevent more negative reviews and more customer tickets. So all this data that, in my opinion, customer service should be escalating and analyzing constantly is not being taken into action, because the only thing that customer service or customer service reps are trained to do, I'm not saying it's their fault, I'm just saying it's what they're trained and asked to do, is respond tickets and clean the queue. So those are the top two things that I'm seeing.
Great. So from what you say, I think the owner needs to take responsibility, or the marketing director, to make more out of it. So people are not aware about the useful stuff that you can do through customer support. And that's the point of this call, like make them more aware that there is this part of the customer journey that some people don't know that it exists. So I love what you're saying. I like it a lot, especially for advanced sellers. I think advanced sellers need to focus on these small stuff that can make a brand very successful and more than an Amazon product, a real brand.
Yeah, that's something super important, right? A lot of brands on Amazon think that branding is like not important on Amazon because they're like, oh, people just care about price. I just care about conversion rate, blah, blah. But there's an intrinsic value in a brand that increases the number of search volume specific to your brand, that increases the lifetime value of the customer, that people, for some reason, don't think is important on Amazon. And this is something that is super important on e-commerce, and people only focus on branding. And for some reason, Amazon sellers forget that it's still e-commerce, despite having a platform like Amazon to standardize the way we do listings, the way we do blah.